Hello everyone. I wanted to take the stuff we learned in the last video about the elements, the diminished elements, earth, wind, and fire, and I wanted to apply that knowledge to a tune so that we actually have, we can see it in a musical context, okay? So let's take a look at the tune Body and Soul. We'll probably just look at the A section. Here's how it goes. Da, 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 da. Ba, da, do, day, da, do, do, day, da. Ba, da, 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 day. Ba, 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 do, do. You can hear that there's a lot of dominance in there, right? We'll probably skip past a couple of them because I want to look at the specific points where we can either look at something as purely elemental, or where are the spots that we can insert some elemental things to get movement. Okay, let's look at the song again. Right there, that's fire. That chord is fire. Fire. So that all right there, going to tonic, is earth. So in this key, earth is a chord that resolves to tonic. And then right there is wind. So we've used all of them. We've used all of them at this point. Okay. So that on the E flat minor 7 or G flat major 6, however you want to look at it. The element that you can use in between the inversions is fire. But for this part of the melody, that chord I used was actually an earth chord. I don't know, my fingers just told me to do that. My fingers in my ear just told me to do that. But the chord that I played was earth. Earth. Fire. Because we're gonna do this 2-5, right? So before the 2, you know, that chord. So I'm just thinking of it like fire. You could play this, but we're thinking about elements, so we don't want to talk about the seasons right now. We want to talk about the elements. So I'm calling it fire. And then earth again. So we resolve to tonic. And again, if you want to get movement, and you're getting into these 6 diminished scales, what is that diminished that goes with that chord? Well, in this case, it's earth. So this part is interesting. So what did I do? Ba ba da 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 da. That blue note, right? Ba ba da ba da da. That we could play an augmented, but again, this video is about the elements. So that note right there, which is an E, I just put the diminished that goes with that note. You know, it's a wind note. So I played the wind. I played a couple other wind notes. Because what my ear is hearing is ba ba da 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 da. So we're like sliding into the 5 chord, in, if you want to call it by numbers. You know. So wind, fire, or no, I'm sorry, earth. Earth with an A flat in the bass. So for this particular part, if you really want to think about the voicing that I'm playing, let me see. Yeah. That voicing, how I'm thinking about it is it's an earth chord with 2 borrowed notes from fire. This low A flat, which is acting as the root of the 5 chord, and then I have this borrowed F, which, you know, normal orthodox music theory would call the 13, whatever, right? It's a borrowed note, okay? And then we resolve to tonic, okay? Cool. So we've seen some cool spots where these elements can show up, and we can do some interesting things when we know how to move those elements around, right? And you could also take the other chords, the non-dominant chords, you could take them and analyze those, looking at these secondary elements. So like this chord, the very first chord, I'm just playing a triad, but this triad is a mixture of two earth notes and then a B flat, which is a wind note. So if we have 2 earth and a wind note, earth and wind make sand. So this chord, this little triad, is a sand chord. What about tonic? So tonic is a mixture of, let's see what we got here. Well, we have 2 wind notes, and we have 2 fire notes. So wind and fire is smoke. So tonic, in this key, tonic is a smoke chord. So you could go through the whole tune and analyze the chords like that. Where are the pure elements, or where can the pure elements be used to create movement to the secondary elements? Like, you know, tonic is a smoke chord, and the 2 or the 4 chord, we just talked about that. It's a sand chord in this key, so you could do that. I'm not gonna do that right now because it'd probably take too long. But yeah, I hope that this was useful in seeing how the elements actually show up in a musical context and how we can use the elements to talk about the changes specific to a key. So, all right, that's it for now. I'll see you in the next one.